Joined now by, it's sports related, and it's big time. I don't think we're worthy. Country singer, actor, movie star, Tim McGraw joining the program. Tim, how are you, sir? Great to talk to you.
I'm good. Good to talk to you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, what's more difficult, singing the national anthem at a sporting event or throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game?
Oh, the national anthem for sure. I've done it twice in my career. The first time earlier in my career, I sang it at a minor league ball game and just absolutely ruined it. And then I did it at the National Finals Rodeo a few years later, earlier in my career, probably 15 or 20 years ago, and nailed it. So I figured, you can get in the Hall of Fame batting 500 easy. So I'm going to leave it there and not try anymore and lower my average.
Did you feel any extra pressure throwing out the first pitch since you had played baseball?
Of course I did. The first, I think I've done it twice at a Phillies game. And the first one I threw, I bounced it, so that was pretty embarrassing. I don't think I lived up to my father's legacy with that one. And then the second one I threw pretty well.
Now, the football season is coming up, and you've been in a couple football-related movies, a couple very popular, all-time football movies, Friday Night Lights and The Blind Side. Which coaches did you get to hang out with when you were filming The Blind Side?
The one I hung out with the most was Coach Saban when we were doing The Blind Side. I hung out with him probably more than anybody because we spent a whole day shooting together. Great guy, very intense. Of course, everybody knows that anyway, but a very intense guy. It was a lot of fun to talk to and really interesting to talk to get a lot of his perspective.
Now,
and of course, I'm a Louisiana boy too, so I had to rib him a little bit about leaving LSU.
How did he react to that?
Oh, he was fine. He thought it was funny.
Did he get he's got this thing with his leg where when he's getting a little agitated, that leg gets moving. Did you notice any of the shaking of the leg?
No, I didn't. Hopefully I didn't agitate him too much because I didn't see that happen.
Which team do you follow in the SEC? Is it still LSU?
LSU, yeah. I'm an SEC fan overall, but I certainly follow LSU.
Have you gotten Les Miles hooked up in any of these football films that you do, or any film? I'm sure Les would do whatever he could get.
No, we haven't done that yet, but I've talked to Coach quite a few times, and he's an interesting guy for sure. He's great.
Are you more of a football guy or a baseball guy?
Probably football. I grew up playing everything, but I'm probably a little more hooked on football.
Now, tell us what you have going on with Duracell.
Well, Duracell's launching a new battery called a quantum battery, and lasts longer than any of the batteries on the market. And what they're doing and what they asked me to be involved in is they're giving away 1 million batteries to first responders all over the country. And so I'm hosting sort of this online series that are telling the stories about these first responders and some of the heroic acts that they've done over the years and the lives they've saved. And Hurricane Sandy and rescuing some children from fires and all the things that first responders are typically involved in. And so Duracell is really highlighting that with their Quantum Hero series and with their quantum battery. And, it's just a great project to be involved with.
Talking to country superstar and actor Tim McGraw. Have you ever gone overseas to do any of the troop visits?
I haven't. I haven't gone overseas at all. Early in my career, I met my wife and we got married and we had kids and we have 3 daughters, and it's just never quite been the chance for me to go over and do anything. But now that they're getting a little older, I really hope to be able to do that.
You are outnumbered too. Wife and 3 daughters.
Wife and 3 daughters. I do whatever they say.
Do you even give a vote? Do you even bother to vote? Or do you just say, just tell me where to go and what to do?
No, you learn to get quieter and quieter over the years.
And they're probably at the age where they're not old enough to be driving themselves, so they need to be driven everywhere. So are you the chauffeur, or is your wife the one who carts them all over the place?
Well, actually, my oldest turned 16 at the beginning of the summer, so she's got her license. And then my middle girl just turned 15. So they're driving more and more now. So you're amazed at how much time you actually spend out of the car once they get that age, because you don't realize how much you're actually driving around and spending time in the car until they start driving on their own.
Okay, so let's rewind about 20 years, and you have 3 lanes you can pick, and you can only pick one: country singer, pro athlete, or actor. Which of those 3, if you could only pick one, would you take?
I think I would probably stick to the path I've chosen. I think that's probably it probably was the right choice for me. I mean, I would have loved to play pro ball or any kind of ball, but I don't know that I had quite the talent to do that. And I mean, I love being in movies and I love acting, but country music is something that I grew up with, something that's in my blood, and something that it's been just great for me and great to me. I'm everything good in my life's come from that, so I don't think that I'd want to change that.
Tim, I see that you have a friendship with Brett Favre. Have you ever heard him try to sing any of your songs, and does he have any musical ability whatsoever?
Brett, no, I wouldn't want Brett to try to sing any of my. Although I would want him to try to sing them because it make me sound better.
Now, can you throw a football better than he can sing?
I can throw a football better than he can sing, but I would never throw a football in front of him and try to compete. That's for sure.
Well, good luck with your with Duracell and with everything else you're doing. We appreciate you taking some time. We know you're busy, and hopefully we can talk again at some point down the road.
You got it, man. Good talking to you.
That's Tim McGraw. Great stuff.